Yo, YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Life with Don, back again with another video. So, like, this topic just came to me because, you know, I'm not on social media like how I used to be, but when I do get on there, I just see how people converse, how people like portray their life, and one thing that I feel like is interesting is how even on like just other platforms, like nobody talks about starting over, and I actually think that it's one of the most courageous things you could do is to start over or being realistic with yourself, telling yourself that you need to start over. I mean, that could mean like, going back to school, moving to a different city, learning a new skill, changing your careers, you know, getting a new car, um, rebuilding your house. Like, and I think that's courageous because I think that the internet and stuff has breeded an attitude of like having a big ego, you know, holding on to shit that's clearly not working for you. And that's that's actually one of the worst things I think you can do is to hold on too long, or people gonna shit on you for it, but not quitting stuff earlier. That's just my like that's just my viewpoint. I think more people should quit shit earlier, man. That's clearly not for you or clearly doesn't work. Um, you have to find a happy ground between having persistence and just knowing like this shit don't work, right? Or just knowing like you're not gonna move up in that field, or you're not gonna make there's a cap to how much you can make in a certain field. And nobody talks about starting over. Um, let other people tell it, man. They know it all. They had this grand idea. They're fucking Albert Einstein, but you know, I think people don't like starting over. I think they think that it's like I think it's embarrassment that comes with it. I think that it's strictly ego driven. Like even if it means moving in with your parents to make money or something like that, or save money rather. I think people just they look at starting over as like you're behind or you're pushing yourself back. But like I said earlier, I think it's like one of the most courageous things you could do is to start over. You know, you gotta get to a point where you can't compare yourself to other people, and it's so cliche. People say it all the time, but you know, like they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it. Like people can bash that over your head, but at the end of the day, bro, like a lot of people are going to hear stuff online but never put it into use or never try it out. It's a good dopamine hit, and they're back on with their day. Um, I think the main point of starting over is, or the main thing, or the main, I guess, positive effect is, I think it actually saves you time in the long run. And I think not starting over can help you will lead to you wasting more time, and you're like you said, like you'll be 50 saying I should have did this and the third, I should have started this. Like um, I think starting over is a great mental health rehabilitation program. Honestly, maybe you're going through dark times in your life, or maybe you just have to change your mindset on how you approach life. Like maybe before you thought it's all about money, working, and you realize that when you talk about traveling with other people, you notice that like you have like arrogant attitudes towards traveling, where you're like, oh, you just notice that you have a negative kind of internal feeling about places that you've never been to, or you may have been to a place, but you've been there 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or you know, somebody may have traveled and you're like, oh, who wants to go there? You know what I'm saying? It's just like all this stuff manifests inside you, negative feelings. So maybe starting over for you would be, you know what, like, there's nothing wrong with working hard, but there's nothing wrong with enjoying the fruits of your labor too. So, um, oh, just never take stuff for granted. I think a lot of people take things for granted that they have a bunch of time. In reality, you don't know. Like, you could go through a financial crisis and not be able to do anything for 5 years. You just never know. So, um, I also think people don't talk about starting over because starting over is hard. I'm putting emphasis on it's hard. Like, it's not something everybody wants to do. You know, because people love to be on the other side, on the great side of success, but nobody wants to like put in the work or go through all the ups and downs. That's for a lot of people. That's like, if they could skip that step, they would do it. 100%, they would skip that step. And um, yeah, bro. Sometimes you gotta start from scratch. Sometimes you have to, do what you gotta do. Sometimes you have to just, start over and recoup, rehabilitate your mind, and come out a different person. You know, um, and I think that's the beauty of life, man. Like, you start some, get to a certain level, and you start over, strip everything down to the foundation, build up a new house mentally in a metaphoric sense. So, um, to anybody watching this, man, yeah, man, don't let social media or just your friends and family or people around you, don't let them kind of make you feel less than because you're starting over or you're going a different way. Like, I would say, just be grateful that you may have an opportunity to do something, and just, as I said in other videos, man, just figure it out as you go along. Um, being hard on yourself isn't going to do anything, and just standing around waiting for something to fall out of the sky isn't going to do anything. So the best you can do is just move. So, I might do a part two to this. I might, do another video about this. But if you get anything from this video, man, if you're thinking about starting over, doing something, moving to another city, going back to college at 40, do it. Do it, because it's gonna be worth it. When you start over, you're gonna be so happy once you complete that goal. So, yeah, like, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'm just trying to bust out these videos, man. I'm not trying to hold y'all too long. So, the next time I see you, man, life will down. We out. Peace.